3, 2, 1. Boom. Boom. Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Hanging with Janky. I want to share with you a nightmare I had the other night. I was asleep, and while I was asleep, I was dreaming of recording a video, and after I finished recording, I pulled out to realize that I was recording my audio in 46,700 hertz, something weird, and I was just sitting there going, oh god, no, that's going to be so much editing to fix that. Oh god. I just wanted to give you guys a little insight into the nightmares that YouTubers have. Those are the sorts of things that we have nightmares about. Anyway, friends, it's time to talk about the things that we're here to talk about. Channel updates, sub thanks, because always gotta thank the subs, and gaming news, and there's a lot of good stuff on the docket this week. So, without further ado, let's get to it. I don't know what that was. Anyway, so what got up on the channel this week? Well, we got some good stuff, people. We have Pit People number 2, where Joe and I start to explore the world of Pit People together, because friendship is magic, and also cupcakes are magic in this world. Maybe? I don't know. They can talk. It's good stuff. You should definitely go watch Pit People. It is hilarious and ridiculous and strange. And Pit People number 3 is over on Joe's channel, so you can definitely go check that out over on Joe's channel to watch our continuing adventures in the world of Pit People. Then we had Hack and Slash number 3, where we faced off against a giant turtle boss. That's pretty much what happened. I was getting pretty salty about it because the hacking menus keep getting more and more complicated, and I'm just like, I don't know, just hack him and slash him and win. God. Excuse me. Then we had Janked Up Lore. Yay! Finally, this series got off the ground, and it has met with several positive reviews in the comments. Definitely go check it out. Basically, the idea is that I get my friends who are experts at the lore of games, such as Joe, who's an expert at World of Warcraft, in this episode, to talk about things related to what they know. In this case, Medivh, and trash fires ensue. Giant, flaming tire fires of lore that is mostly crafted from not actual lore, but pop culture. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's hilarious, and it's in the style of game theorists, so it is a biscuit to edit. I was going to swear, but then I decided not to. And the last 2 series we had going was The Witcher Part 28, where we got a lot of story stuff done. It's a long one, but we got a lot of good story in, so that will give us a nice foundation for next week. Then we had Demo Day Fusion Point, which is an absolutely beautiful free running game. It's like Tron meets Sky Islands meets Zenyatta. I'm ripping off Jacksepticeye there, but at least on the Zenyatta part. But definitely check it out. It's super pretty. It's super awesome. You should definitely go see it. And you can find it on my channel. Word. And now I'm on the far side of the screen, so I'm going to talk a little louder while I talk about what's coming up on the channel. So we have a lot of good stuff coming up on the channel this next week. First up, we have more Pit People episode 4 that will be going up on Monday. Oh my god, check it out. We finish out what there is of the story in this early access mode of the game, and we were laughing so hard by the end of this run, we couldn't even record an outro. We literally just cut it. Like, we couldn't. We couldn't record an outro. We were just laughing too hard at how this thing goes. So definitely go check that out. But be sure, again, to check out Joe's Pit People number 3 so you see where we're starting from. And then go watch this because it's ridiculous. Then I have some Ultimate Chicken Horse with Emmy because we tried to record some Astroneer, but I think the latest update to Astroneer has made it difficult for us to connect with each other in that game, which is sad because now we both know more about how to play that game and what the mechanics are and all that. So one day we'll get back to that game together, but for now, we are playing Ultimate Chicken Horse, and it was a really fun episode, so definitely go check that out. Then we'll have some more Rains Down players where things are happening. We get the rest of our ideas. We grow our audience. Things happen, mysterious things that I won't discuss at this point, but you should definitely go check that out. Probably on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure. Then Raft had an update, so I definitely want to get back into that and see all of those updates and things. And I enjoy playing Craft. Why did I go German all of a sudden? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that will probably be going up sometime in the next week, hopefully. So also watch out for that. Then we have a demo day. Don't know what it's going to be, but I'm sure it will be exciting. And that's what's coming up on the channel, folks. So that was wildly exciting and fun. But now it's time to move on to that chill part of the day, where we thank those wonderful people who subscribed to the channel over the past week. And there are so many! Sorry, that wasn't chill. We have 182 subscribers now. Let me thank some of the new people that joined this week. So, first up we have Ainsworth MK2. Yes, I think that's a 2 and not an II. Cool dude. He's got all sorts of Final Fantasy stuff on his channel right now. Final Fantasy 15, all the hunts. All the hunts. So many hunts, as well as some Resident Evil 7, because of course, that's also very popular right now. He has 97 subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much, Ainsworth MKII. 2. Sorry for subbing the channel. I really do thank you, and I hope that you enjoy my content, and definitely go check out his. Then the other person I would like to thank today is not actually a content creator themselves. They're just someone who enjoys watching YouTube, which is awesome. I always love thanking those people. I'm so glad that they enjoy my content. Watermelon Smile. Aw, and their profile picture is a cute little bubble with a smiley face. It's so adorable. Thanks, Watermelon. I really appreciate you. Thank you for subbing my channel. And those are the subs I have to thank for this week. So again, thank you to those two for subbing the channel. I hope that you guys enjoy my content. And of course, thank you to all 182 subscribers. I hope you guys continue to enjoy in the future. Thank you so much for liking my content and commenting and watching it. And I'm so glad that you enjoy it. That's all I really want, is for other people to enjoy the ridiculous things that I make. So thank you all so much. Thank you. And now it's time to move on to Steaming News. I don't know what that was. Don't look at me. So first up on the docket today, we're going to talk about PS4 Boost Mode. Word. So for those of you who own a PS4 Pro, or for those of you who have been following the saga that is the PS4 Pro, you may know that some games for the PS4 can run on the Pro, but they don't run very well if they don't have updates, right? It's not good. The issue is that they run into all these frame rate problems, and PS4 has kind of talked about it lately. They've kind of been like, look, here's how we built this PS4 Pro system, right? We basically just doubled the GPU, and we didn't do anything to the CPU from the PS4. So the CPU can still run all the games on the PS4, and then if you just want to play a normal game that's not PS4 Pro enabled, it just uses half the GPU. And people are like, but that makes them run crappy. Poor frame rates and such. What can we do about that? So Sony is just like, fine, you guys want to complain? Let's throw caution to the frickin' wind. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to give you Boost Mode, and here's what it does. Boost Mode lets PS4 Pro run at a higher GPU and CPU clock speed for smoother gameplay on some PS4 games that were released before the launch of the PS4 Pro and have not been updated to support PS4 Pro. Games that have high variable frame rate may benefit from a higher frame rate, and load times may be shorter in some games too. The one issue with this mode is that because you're running the CPU at a higher clock speed, it may release some bugs in the game that weren't there before on a regular PS4. So you're kind of trading out better frame rate and better loading times for an absolute mess of a game. But Boost Mode should be released with version 4.5 of the PS4 Pro software update. It's actually now in beta because Sony noticed that some people who already had their hands on Boost Mode were posting YouTube videos about it and complaining about how some games it helped and some games it didn't do anything at all, and some games it was bugging them out. So they were just like, look, rather than have to deal with all this bad press about Boost Mode, we're just going to put it in beta. We're going to get feedback. We're going to figure out what's going on. Just stop. Just stop. Stop your complaining. We're figuring it out. God, Mom. God. But yeah, that's PS4. That's PS4 Boost Mode. So if you have a PS4 Pro, and you're looking for higher frame rates and shorter loading times is what I meant to say. So if you own a PS4 Pro and you're looking for shorter loading times and better frame rates, Boost Mode may be for you, but also use at your own risk. I have no dog in this fight because the only PlayStation I own is the original PlayStation, and trust me, they're not adding a Boost Mode to that thing. The controller doesn't even work anymore. Well, it kind of works. It's just some of the buttons are broken. I tried to solder it back together. That didn't work. That just made more buttons mess up. Nissan is totally cashing in on their current Final Fantasy 15 popularity. So, of course, for those of you who have played Final Fantasy 15 or basically just exist on the internet, you'll know that one of the most popular things in the Final Fantasy 15 game is Cup Noodles. Yeah, it seems weird. I agree that Cup Noodles is somehow the popular thing from this game, but it is. People are loving the fact that you can eat Cup Noodles and that that's an option because real life and pop culture references and crossover between real world and fantasy world. It's cool. Anyway, Nissan, who is the maker of Cup Noodles, is totally like, yo, while this is popular, let's cash in on this, shall we? Probably sure that's not actually the way that they talked about in the board meeting, but maybe it is. Maybe they do rub their fingers together, and maybe their pupils turn into money signs. I don't know how fat cats in CEO positions work. Maybe that is how they do it. Maybe that is how they do. The main point is that they created this thing, which is the Cup Noodles Final Fantasy Boss Collector's Edition, which features 15 Cup Noodles, each featuring the final boss of the original Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy 1 through Final Fantasy 15. So, you know, if you ever wanted to eat Cup Noodles with Sephiroth's face on it, there you go. Or Arden's face. Or that one jester from, I want to say 6. I think he was 6. I don't know. To be honest, I know 7 and 15. And some 14 because online. And I know everyone hated 13. And people felt strange about 10 and 8. I don't know. I'm sorry. I haven't played Final Fantasy. On top of this collector's edition of Cup Noodles, they also have a special lottery that goes along with those who purchase these Cup Noodles collector's editions that you may win the Ultima Weapon Fork. What is that? Silly. Silly is what it is. It is a 2-foot long fork with a sword handle and a wildly impractical way to eat cup noodles. There are only 30 of them that are being made, and you can only get them if you buy the collector's edition for $53. So if you're willing to spend $53 on a Cup Noodles Final Fantasy Collector's Edition, you may also win one of 30 Ultima Forks, which is just the most ridiculous way to eat food I think I have ever seen in my life. That does not stop me from wanting one, but still. So yeah, you want a wildly impractical fork and some Cup Noodles Collector's Editions, and also maybe if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, that's some news for you. Just for you, friend. Wink. Hey, Bioware on their new IEP, possibly releasing in March of 2018. So, Bioware, gaming development company, very famous for their work on Mass Effect, Dragon Age, and even some work on Star Wars, says that they're going to talk about their new IEP that they've been working on since 2012. It's been kind of going around the gaming rumor mill that, it's going to drop in March of next year. Now, whether this is confirmed or not, I'm not really sure, but what I do know is that Andrew Wilson, the CEO, did mention that they're not going for RPG, which is strange, because that's sort of what you expect from BioWare. Like, all of their games are RPG, but it will be action-adventure, and it will have RPG character elements and story progression. So it won't be RPG, but it will kind of be. I don't know. What I can tell you is what Bioware put on their blog about the new IEP. Hi everyone! As we're working hard to finish Mass Effect Andromeda, I wanted to take a minute to talk about our new IEP. As our CEO, Andrew Wilson, mentioned, we're creating a unique IEP that will bring players together in exciting new ways. There's much more to say in the coming months, but for now I wanted to offer this additional background. In 2012, we began crafting a new universe full of new characters, stories, and gameplay. Our ambition is simple. Draw upon 20 plus years of gaming development knowledge and lessons to create something fun and new for you to enjoy with your friends. There's nothing quite as exciting as building a new IEP from scratch, and it will be even more thrilling for us to share more with you in the future. Thanks, Aaron. Nifty. So I'm not entirely sure what they're going for, but I think that BioWare has always kind of delivered some pretty good stuff, you know? So it'll definitely be something to look forward to, and I'm excited to hear more from you, BioWare. Tell me more. Tell me more. Are you going to buy us a car? Do-do-do, shooby-doo, shooby-doo-wah-doo, shooby-doo, shooby-doo, shooby-doo-wah. Conan Exiles! Conan Exiles. Released this past week, and it's got some weird... It's making some weird choices with its life. So, this game, Conan Exiles, it's an MMORPG. It just got into early access this past week. People have been looking forward to it. It's set in the world of Conan the Barbarian, of course, and people are enjoying it, and its many features, such as you get to choose the size of your bits and pieces. Basically, what it is you're in this screen, right? And you have the choice about how much nudity you want in your game. So you can go for like super modest, where everyone's wearing bandages like around their body, you know, so nothing's showing. You can go with sort of the in-between, where like you can go topless, but you still got your trunks on. Or you can go for just full out, everything's hanging out. And there's a slider for that. Basically, if you choose a woman character, you can choose height, you can choose weight, and you can use your little slider to choose how big the boobs are going to be. And if you're a guy, you can choose how big your junk's going to be. What makes this even more interesting is that the game was rendered in Unreal Engine, so the physics are good, and GIFs are being made, and videos are also being made about the physics of your privates. It's very strange. Here's the thing, the game doesn't even stop there, because yeah, sure, it has that, but another thing that's a feature in this game is there's like a permanent debuff that you can get, right? I don't remember exactly what it is, but basically you're stuck with it unless you go out into the world, you kidnap some people, you bring them back to your camp, you put them on the wheel of torture, you break their mind and their will so they become your slaves, then they can remove the debuff from you. The frick? Conan? Oh my god, that's horrifying. What is that? There are also terrifying sandstorms that happen sometimes, but what is happening with this game? I don't know, but people seem to be enjoying it, so I'm not going to rain on their parade, but good lord. And as a final bit of news for the day, I want to talk about the For Honor beta. No, not the one I talked about last week, the one that's coming up, the open one. So you may recall that I talked a ton last week about For Honor, which had a closed beta last weekend. I watched so much of it, totally should have got in on it. I just didn't sign up back in November, which is sad. I totally should have. Opportunities missed. But that's also why I was so excited whenever they announced that they were going to have an open beta February 9th through 12th, I assume to build up hype for the game, which releases on the 14th. So, if you want in on For Honor, if you want to play with me or just your friends, although I would like to think that I'm one of your friends, but fine, you can hurt me like that. You can, of course, hop on February 9th through 12th, play the game, win, Vikings all the way, or Knights, never Samurai, Well, maybe Samurai. I don't know about Samurai.
Do it. Do it.
But seriously, I am looking forward to it. And yeah, For Honor beta. For Honor. And that's all the gaming news I have for this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of Hanging with Janky. I certainly did. If you did, you can leave a like down below. Comments, positive, negative. If you have any thoughts on today's news stories, of course, feel free to leave those below as well. But more than anything, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, or whatever you happen to be watching. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this is Janky Shenanigans, signing out. Hey friends, hope you liked the video. If you did, you can find more of my content in the links off to the left here. And if you really like my content, you can become part of the year of 1,000 subs here on the channel and use that button down below to subscribe. But more than that, I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope to see you in the next video.